Good morning, Redheads. This is Judge Red back for another This Week in Redcoin. Now, before I start the roadmap edition today, I would like to share a few things that's been happening in the Redcoin community that's pretty exciting also. Firstly, we've been added to the Upcoin exchange. Yes, the Upcoin exchange. It's a new exchange. They're currently running some tests for their security purposes, but they should be launching here shortly. So, that's a huge win for Redcoin to continue our exposure to there. Nextly, we have been added to the Jalapeno Platform. The Jalapeno Platform is a decentralized monetization for video games, for mobile games, and things of that nature. So, we've been added there. So that's 2 wins already. The third thing, there's currently a Facebook petition being signed by change.org allowing Redcoin to be entered into that platform. Essentially, this would be huge. That's kind of a dream to be added into such a platform like Facebook. Because, I mean, if you're added to such a platform of that stature, then things will really begin to take off as well. Things are already looking good, but we all know Facebook will be huge. So, we got that going. Currently, there's over 3,000 signatures. So, if you haven't signed, I suggest you do so. And, of course, there will be a link in the description. Lastly, before we get to the roadmap, I would like to give a shout out to the Telegram community. Please, I encourage you to join the Telegram community if at all possible, to be able to get some information from some of the developers, as well as the admins, as well as veterans in the community. If you have questions, I suggest you go there, and everybody is always willing to help. And it's also a great way to get some first-hand tipping experience. So if you have the opportunity, make sure you go to the Telegram so we can all get on the same page and begin to learn things together. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on the roadmap. We're going to take a look into it and see what's going on from there. Thank you.
Okay, Redheads, we are back. This is now the roadmap. As you can see, the roadmap was just released on March the 2nd. So this is a fairly new roadmap. And might as well say it's a brand new roadmap. Okay, so just a few highlights I want to take from the roadmap and go over with the roadmap is, firstly, for any new viewers who may be new to Redcoin or thinking about grabbing some Redcoin, you may want to know this about Redcoin. Okay, Redcoin is not a proof of work coin, meaning that you don't have to spend over $40,000 in GPUs just to mine it. Okay, that would not be necessary. What you would do is simply purchase your Redcoin, put it in your wallet, let it age. When it's aging, it's also staking. Depending on the amount of Redcoin you have in your wallet, the more it will stake. So, there's no need to go buying these expensive GPUs, video cards, and things of that nature. It's not going to help. Make sure you do put it in your wallet. They have just recently updated the wallet in January, and I will have a link in the description below as well. Okay, so now on to the roadmap. The first thing that I seen is the browser extension for the Red ID. Okay, so with the browser extension for the Red ID, it looks pretty self-explanatory from what I read. I'm not going to read everything verbatim because I believe that everyone viewing here can read also. So I'm just going to highlight a few things. A few things about the Red ID that stood out to me is the cross-platform. It will be able to use on multiple social networks, which is going to be great. As we know, there's several social networks, and to be able to cross those and intertwine, being able to receive and give on multiple social networks would be great, and it's going to be huge. There is a cost for registering with the Red ID, which is also noticeable, and it looks like it depends on how long your ID is going to be. Another thing about the Red ID is it doesn't require a monthly renewal. It looks like it's going to be, the terms are between 1 and 5 years, which is going to be great. Because when you don't have to continuously renew things of this nature, it takes one less thing away from your normal life, as well as being able to help you do things from a day-to-day basis. So that's going to be huge. It's public and searchable. That is great. So you can be able to look up someone else's Red ID, apparently with their permission. So whether they have it private or public, it looks like they have the option as well. So that's another huge thing, and Red ID is looking like it's going to make a huge splash in the upcoming days. All right. So another thing that I seen on here was the creation of Red Coin Llc. So that is going to be huge, and it looks like it's in progress. So we'll be able to actually have that in place, kind of as a threshold or a rock to the Red Coin community as well, which is going to be huge also. So that's another win on the roadmap that I see. The relaunch of the Red Coin Instagram. That is huge. I see that they're saying it's going to be targeted at younger users, which a lot of younger users, they may not read as much, but they do love to look at pictures. So having Red Coin back on Instagram is going to be a huge success, I do believe. And the web page for tracking fundraising and donations. So being able to track the donations, being able to help raise funds is going to be great, because when we can start raising funds from the Red Coin community, being able to help things like charities and things of that nature is going to be huge for us, and it's going to be a great look. I see the branding strategy is continuously being worked on. The website redesign, it looks like it's under investigation, or they're investigating it at this moment, which means that they're trying to see if it's going to be worth the actual time being spent into actually website redesigning, or redesigning of the website. So that is another great thing to look at, and that's just for the short term. Now, a couple things that I found were pretty interesting and exciting for the medium term, or for Q3 and Q4 of this year. Now, the mobile social wallet for iOS and for Android. Okay, so they're going to be having a mobile social wallet for both platforms, or they're looking into having that mobile wallet for both platforms. Right now, staking is not possible via mobile. So if this happens to launch in the Q3 or Q4, that would be huge. Now, I will say this. This is a roadmap, and roadmaps are subject to change. So please continue to watch out for it. If there are any changes, I'll try to stay on top of it for you, but any roadmap is subject to change. A few things here as well. Let's see. Web wallet cross-platform. Provide a cross-platform web wallet. There's not a lot of description on that one, so I didn't get the opportunity to exactly see what that's going to be about, but it looks good. It definitely looks good. There is a bunch of different things. Social broadcast, social exchange and interaction, and rewarding and donations. So, to me, this means that with the social broadcast, that we're looking to implement it into social broadcast, and that's going to be major. Like I said, I'm not going to read everything verbatim, because I believe that we can all do so. I just wanted to kind of point out a couple highlights and go from there. Looking at the long term, strategic partnerships with gaming industry entities. So this would be great. The Jalapeno Platform that I mentioned earlier in the video, where we're actually going to be incorporated in, and where their monetization is part of video gaming from a mobile perspective. This would be great. this would be great. And another reuse with Steam, petition reuse with Steam. It looks like this is being looked into. What Steam is going to do is, looks like they're delisting Bitcoin as an accepted payment. So essentially from here, we need to be one of those payments. Okay, we need to get Red Coin in there. Steam is huge. We need to be a part of that as well. And it looks like it's being investigated. So everything is looking like it's on track. Now, from here, there is just so much for this roadmap, which means that the developers are doing their jobs. They're looking out for the community. They're helping us. And in turn, we need to do the same. So any opportunity you get to spread about Red Coin, about proof of stake, make sure you share it. Let's all encourage each other. We have the roadmap. You see that there's a bunch of great things to come. Let's go ahead, share everything we can, and let's all be successful. Now, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in for this week's Red Coin Roadmap Edition. Of course, the link to the roadmap will be in the description. If you have any questions, as usual, leave me a comment, follow me on Twitter, or meet me in Telegram. Either way, we'll go ahead, help each other out, and be the best community possible. Thank you so much for tuning in to This Week in Red Coin Roadmap Edition, and everybody be blessed. Thank you.